Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah, we got to double this one.
What a double. I was gonna say that was so gnarly, but it wasn't that gnarly. We just opened some cans of Coke and Falcone.
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 Yeah.
Welcome.
Like the Batman villain.
Yeah, exactly. Falcone.
Yeah.
Mafia fucking boss. Welcome back, everybody. Episode.
Thank you.
You're welcome, my dear. Welcome back to episode 104, the lost and good founds of some Footballhead and Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
We're gonna spring through these two amazing albums, or maybe it's one of the worst we heard this year.
I like the Swinglish. Spring through it.
Springing through it.
Not run through it. Spring through it.
Gonna spring through it.
Yeah. Awesome. Do you want to start with some news, maybe?
Yes.
Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? That's the big question.
I would like to start.
Yeah.
Because in the last episode we just took out the news that maybe Greta Van Fleet was gonna to like close down the band, have a big exit.
Yeah.
Ironically, like the day after we released that episode, they actually like followed up on that thing because they put out that thanks for the ride message and that kind of like big highlight of the whole career.
Yeah.
But then they put up the next day like, we have a new track and it's called Thanks for the Ride or whatever it was. So good news, everybody. Greta Van Fleet is still here and they're cooking.
That wasn't funny. I actually...
We can say that Andreas and Fantano shared the
same sentiment.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
didn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
But also, they did it to... I think they had planned it too badly to make it work. If we're going to a band that we will be talking about in a bit, Foo Fighters, they did it the right way. We're going on a hiatus, and the band isn't splitting up per se, but we don't know the future of it and stuff like that. And then they came back 9 months later, I think it was, and be like, yeah, we're sort of back, or I'm lying, because actually we haven't been on a hiatus. We actually worked on an album, and here it is. It comes next week or something. And I think that was Concrete and Gold.
Banger.
And that worked greatly because they didn't say that they're splitting up or something, but they said, yeah, we don't know when we will be back or if we will be back or something. But behind the scenes, they were actually back the whole time because they were just working on an album.
Yeah.
And it was in that regular album cycle of going on tour and then starting on an album. But instead of having the pressure of everyone wondering when will it come, is it done yet, they just kept it quiet.
Yeah.
And that album exploded because of it. Because when they got back, they were like, yeah, in 2 weeks it's here. And here is the first single. So yeah, this way didn't work.
That was a good way. This was not a good way, but I love at least that me and my good friend Victor had at least the same kind of feeling, or like the manifest of like, oh, they're just trying to trick us. They're just fucking around here. They're gonna release new music, and it was actually true. And when they actually like released this one, I felt like this was poorly done. I felt like this was just bad. And just that even though like if they just released like a post that was black with this text, I think that would be fine, because then it wouldn't be like they were implying that this was the end.
Exactly.
Maybe this is still the end, as we talked about last week.
Yeah.
And this is like the last ride, the last album, the last
hurrah.
Yeah, exactly. Then it's still fine, but this feels just like they kind of tricked us.
Yeah.
And it was like it's in a way that is like, well, you just have to assume that this is the end if you do it like this. It isn't like was a good trick. It was like, yeah, this was just, everybody just bought it.
Yeah, because why wouldn't they?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like doing that compilation of all the years and the title, and it's just,
I think that their PR person didn't do a great job.
No, not really.
So maybe if they would have done a thing where they were sort of teasing it that this is the end part, but didn't say it outright, but this is the end part and everything, and then be like, but this is new music. Oh no, it's just a song. Then that would have worked. But in this way, with just one post, and then it comes the sort of next day or 2 days later or something
like that.
Yeah,
a few days.
No,
No,
they get an F for fail.
Big F, Greta Van Fleet. But we're gonna check out that track when it comes. To the next news, Andreas.
Yeah, so we also talked about in the latest episode about Dragonforce and Alissa White-Gluz.
Yeah.
So first of all, they played their first concert at Welcome to Rockville.
Right.
Where she was the singer of the band. And I actually have some news about why she is in the band. So their current singer or latest singer or what, Mark Hudson, who is the singer of Dragonforce, he actually he has a problem with his hearing.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if it's tinnitus or something. I think it's tinnitus and something with his hearing. So that's why he can't perform in the same way he has done. So that's why he's stepping down right now. But they haven't said outright that he's out of the band, either way, but he can't perform. So he has actually performed with Alissa. But this was the first time that she was on the singer on stage.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's this sort of thing that they have a commitment to do a tour, but they can't cancel it because that would be devastating. But he can't perform, so they find someone in the meantime who can do his vocal duties. So that's why they turned to Alissa. Yeah, so it's sort of like the Frank Sumo in Electric Callboy thing, where he got to know that he was starting to play with them like 2 days before the tour started.
But that drummer quit the band, right? It wasn't because of health or...
it was health, but he quit the band.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly,
it was mental health, but he quit the band.
Okay, mental health. Yeah. That's serious stuff. But
it's serious.
It wasn't like hearing loss or...
No.
Yeah.
But they were in Australia on tour.
Yeah.
And they were pretty fucked. And as luck would have it, that Frank Sumo was there, and he was a big fan. And when he got the question, he was like, "Yeah, I'll do it."
Wasn't, if I'm correct, we're not gonna actually dig too deep into that one. But wasn't that the part where Sum 41 was actually gonna perform in Australia, but Derek got pneumonia when they flew there?
No, I think
and he stepped in when the other guy was like sick or couldn't play or something like that. And then actually when they went on that last summer tour, like 2025, Frank Sumo joined because Sum 41 just broken up, and then they needed a new drummer.
Maybe I am getting my facts wrong, but something
still,
in that.
He was still playing in Australia anyway.
Sort of that thing.
I think that was the way they actually had some kind of connection with him.
Yeah,
from before.
Sort of, but it's sad to hear that he has such a bad case of tinnitus.
Yeah.
So that he can't perform.
Damn.
There is actually a great film. I don't remember the name, but it is about a drummer.
That's a good movie.
Progressively gets his...
Metal, it's called.
Yeah, it's Metal. Yeah, exactly. His hearing gets worse and worse. So if we're going to say one thing, we've said before, we'll say it again. If you're going to concerts, wear your ear protections.
Yeah.
It's worth it, because tinnitus is a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, I think we've all three of us in the podcast has been very lousy with it through history, but been very careful with it, like the last year at least. But also, like, I think at least for maybe all of us three, but me and Rasmus maybe went with it for the longest.
Yeah.
Like last year or something like that, and then it was like a lot of emo clubs, and there was a lot of concerts, and then it was like we need to fucking stop just not wearing ear protection.
So this is one thing that I'm actually hammering into my nieces at the moment.
Yeah.
That when you go to a concert, you have to have ear protection. Don't listen to the stupid people who says it's not cool or something, because you have to have it.
It's getting more not popular, I would say, but it's
it's getting there, that where the cool kids are
exactly
having it. So but I've said to them a lot, they're not quite as old that they can go to like real heavy concerts yet, because it's in Sweden, it's 13 years that you have to be to go. But we've been to some in the park and some of that stuff, and every time I'm like, you have to have your ear protection. So nowadays when we're going, they actually I'm just gonna have my ear protection. I'm like, that's good,
super good.
You can't come if you don't have it. So
by the way, just another sidetrack from Welcome to Rockville. Did you see that Ice Nine Kills were playing there, and they brought up Mafra? That was really cool.
That made headlines, because apparently people thought that she wasn't real.
Oh, really?
People thought she was AI.
Oh, okay.
I saw like a headline that was like, proof that she isn't AI, and I was like, people thought that?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, maybe I'm old, so I don't get that sort of thing. But
why did they think that?
Because she hasn't been online that long, and she has got a big following.
Okay.
And
probably
she sounds so good, so people think that it's fake.
That was fake.
So the speculation that is right now that it's a real person, but is she really singing?
Oh, okay.
That sort of thing. But I don't think that Spencer would have gotten her up on stage to sing if she couldn't sing.
No, exactly.
The bad thing about it is that a lot of people have misquoted the performance and be like, this is Ice Nine Kills and Mafra on their song stabbing the
Twisting the Knife.
Twisting the Knife. So people actually think that she is the one singing on
the actual
single. And I feel so bad for McKenna Grace, because as we talked about, she was the big part of that song.
Yeah, she was phenomenal on that track.
Exactly. So to get her,
that she steals the thunder from her.
Yeah, and it's not her fault.
No.
Of course she's going to play live with Ice Nine Kills. I would go if they asked me. Like, fuck it.
Yeah, of course.
But on that song, Spencer wasn't the main attraction. McKenna Grace was.
Exactly.
So that people misquoting it like it's a Mafra collab, it sort of ticks me in the wrong way. So yeah.
Oof. That ticks, man.
Yeah, but she was awesome.
Yeah.
So that's
she
cool.
was.
And apparently she's a real person. That's the one take we get
assume.
From. Yeah, back to Dragonforce and Alissa White-Gluz. So she will keep on performing this tour. We don't know if she will keep doing it after this, or if they will find a new singer. They have changed singer before, so maybe they find someone else. But as we know, she has just launched a band of her own. So I think that it's a one tour deal, and then she will go on to play with her own new band.
Okay.
And they will find another singer, or if he becomes better, their current singer. But it's such a shitty way to go. Like when your hearing is such a big part of it. That
of course.
Yeah, and to not be able to perform because of it, that sort of sucks.
Always interesting, I think, to get to know how bad he has caused his ears, how he has protected them. I mean, I think that's one of the most interesting parts, like how different it could be, because I don't even know, let's say that one artist or singer, say Dave Grohl, for example, that we're gonna talk about, who has spoken about that he doesn't wear earplugs and stuff like that. I think, if I recall it right, because he feels like it doesn't feel right without it, or with earplugs, because he can't really hear the music and all of that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing like no, that's too, I don't know, it's wrong to wear earplugs. It's nothing like that, but he's just like, I can't hear the music in this right way.
Yeah.
So he doesn't wear it, but it seems to be okay. Like, so he probably never wore it, but it seems like he can still go on without it. So like the guy in Dragonforce then, like, like how easy was it for him? Like how much different is it from ear to ear?
Yeah.
That's one thing that I think is interesting with it. But sadly for him, with the hearing, and hopefully that will.
That's one advancement that I'm hoping for in sort of technical terms, is where you can get that sort of sound that you want to from a concert, and where everyone hears it in a big arena, but you don't have to be cautious about your ears being blown out, sort of. So that would be great if they can make sort of a speaker that could output the same sound but not in a harmful way.
Right, that would be nice.
Yeah,
that would be really nice.
I don't think it's possible, not in the way that we make speakers right now, but maybe in the future.
Yeah, but also there's a lot of like I'm not sure how sure you should be about some earplugs, and but there's a lot of commercials about different earplugs that you will hear better through than just like, or maybe the most basic stuff, or even the ones who are like slightly better at some concerts.
Yeah,
that are like maybe I don't know, $10 or 100 Swedish crowns.
Yeah,
that is like a bit higher quality, but still, like when you put them in, you can't hear like all of the sound. Like
no,
you get that kind of like the echoing
yeah
part of it, and there are earplugs that says that they actually take away that echo part.
Yeah.
But who knows?
And the worst part of when you're going to concerts like that is when it doesn't sound good with earplugs in, but it's just a bit too loud to have them out.
Exactly.
So you'll be like, could you just turn it up a bit so I hear with them?
Yeah.
Or turn it down just a bit so I don't have to have them?
Exactly.
Electric Callboy was one of those concerts where it was just on the border of too loud or too but I think when I'm just thinking back right now, I think that when we saw the first band on Poppy,
Fox Lake,
they did it right, because I had my I had my earplugs in and it sounded perfect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, and I know Sabaton last December on in Tre Arena, they did it just right also.
You love that.
Yeah.
I was also so like sketchy about like the Aries concert that we spoke about in the last episode.
Yeah.
That when I realized I forgot my earplugs, and I was like, damn it. And then they start playing, and it was actually like on a very good level too.
Yeah.
And even in like a concert place like the Baser, where it could be like it's so tight, so it will get really loud either way. But then they started playing, I was like, oh fuck, I forgot it. But then it was like, it's actually okay. It wasn't actually that I felt like this hurts or it feels too loud. It was just like, well, this works.
Yeah.
This is no problem.
So do you want to keep going?
Yeah, I wanna go over to some reviews. Not reviews, recommendations.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. And I'm gonna
just because you didn't get to do it last time, that's why you're doing it this time.
Exactly.
You want to do 2 this time, or
I can do 3.
3?
But yeah, I'm gonna go with Aries.
Yeah,
as we know, and the song "Home" from his first album. I think it's called "Welcome Home" either. But yeah, super song. Very, very like emotional, sad, slow, but very powerful.
Yeah.
A track that I discovered after going to the concerts, even though he didn't play the song live. It was a track that was like, this is really heavy. And I do like his songs that are like the ones who are emotional, or more of the ones who are leaning into like the kind of indie groove or stuff like that. So Home. What do you got?
I've got Nonpoint.
Nonpoint.
The Truth.
Yeah.
We talked about Nonpoint before when I recommended Bullet with the Name, who at that time wasn't on Spotify. It is on Spotify right now. It was just on YouTube then. But The Truth is a very hard-hitting song. They do a lot of heavy bass guitar sort of thing. And his voice, he sort of screams when he sings. And it's not that elegant screaming where I've mastered no, he's sort of just angrily screaming. Just on the verge of breaking his voice. He keeps it in on the right side of not breaking it, but yeah, you get what I mean.
That's perfect.
And The Truth is a hard-hitting song. I think it's one of their greatest, one of their biggest songs.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool.
Cool.
Yeah. Non-point.
Non-point. I still have to check that one out.
Yeah.
But moving on to two albums, but first and foremost, Footballhead with the album Weight of the Truth.
Where are they from?
I'm actually trying to check out.
I'm just wondering if it's football like a real football, or if it's egg hand.
That is actually a good question. I'm really unsure on that one, but I think that they are American.
Yeah, so it's egg hand head.
Yeah. It would be.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I really can't find that right now. Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah.
There you are. Kind of get that feeling from them too. But they released their seemingly third album. It's maybe that one of them are like an EP, but yeah, if you go through Spotify, third album, a really cool band that I felt that I needed to have on the podcast, because this band is relatively new then. I didn't really know about them. They don't have that many listeners per month, about like 50,000 when we record. So like I haven't heard about anyone who's talked about them before, and then they just blew up on my Instagram, and it was specifically with like the track Peace of Mind, which gave me really like the old school video game, very like Most Wanted, Need for Speed,
Tony Hawk, Need for Speed sort of.
Yeah, but more of the like gritty games,
yeah,
like Need for Speed,
Grid.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Tony Hawk is like the more like super like punk or
but he had
rock.
some metal songs on there.
He had
too.
to.
Yeah.
He had to. But yeah, definitely that too. But yeah, I don't know. You just I think at least most of the guys have seen those kind of memes where like we missed the 2000s.
Yeah.
And you see all the Jackass, the MTV, the Blink-182 stuff, and everything of that part of the era that everybody mixes. I feel like maybe the whole album gives that feeling. Also, like if you just see the album cover, you will get that feeling too. It's very like 2005 or 2008 maybe. Cool font, cool colors. Kind of also like it's some kind of blend of like an old like a film from that time too, or maybe that you wouldn't steal a car commercial.
Yeah, it's sort of you wouldn't steal a car, but I also get the sort of do you remember the band Tattoo from Russia? All the things she said.
No,
all the
it
things she said.
Yeah.
Those two girls that were in very short skirts. Yeah. So that sort of vibe to it. So it's more of that European style of album art, and also the
Very much like that.
Boomfunk MCs freestyler.
Yeah, exactly.
That sort of thing,
Yeah.
more than kind of just a metal band or a rock band.
Oh yeah.
So more of the whole, I don't know, the broader picture of popular culture sort of thing. So yeah, that's my vibe of it. And also, if you listen to it, mostly I would say the first 3, maybe 4 songs, you can get very broad influences. The rest of the album too, but at the beginning of the album, more of it.
Oh yeah.
And that sort of Limp Bizkit, and also I get Dope.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, like the singer Edsel Dope.
Yeah.
Where he sounds a bit like him. Yeah, and you know, Dope had a song on Fast and the Furious, so it's also that kind of era.
Oh yeah. So good.
Yeah, the first movie.
Yeah.
Awesome song, awesome band.
Truly.
Not anymore. They're kind of just junkies these days.
Yeah.
That sort of legal marijuana, but too much of it in America. But yeah, I like that sort of vibe to it. That, and it's sort of hard. You can hear where they are leaning towards the new metal sort of thing, the Limp Bizkit, the Linkin Park sort of vibe, and of course they have listened to those bands a lot. But I feel that they can't distinguish themselves enough from what they try to sound like. So that's kind of hard for me with this album. I don't think this album is great. But I think it's fine. But it started off, I was hopeful when I started listening to it, but I sort of lost it towards the end because it was a bit too long and the songs were a bit too similar. And yeah, so this isn't quite my cup of tea. It should be, because it's smack down in the middle of where I'm usually calling home, but that sort of 2005 era of the world, but not quite with this. It feels more like they're trying to not quite make covers of, but in that sort of they try to spoof that, and they don't make enough of a spin towards their own thing. So yeah, so you keep on going.
Yeah, but I think, as you said, there's a Limp Bizkit. I guess it's mainly like the first track, Peace of Mind, that really comes to mind with Limp Bizkit, because it's so similar to My Way, and I don't know. Obviously, you kind of think of My Way directly, and you could maybe go to a place where you're like, well, I'd rather go and listen to My Way because it's a better song, and it is, because My Way is one of the best tracks from Limp Bizkit. But also, I kind of get like I don't know, I just like that they brought in the same sound and they do it good. They have a nice like mix of it that I really appreciate, and where I think I'm not really in the same boat as you, but I definitely buy your like point of view with that. Maybe they're not, I don't know, just not doing it more like their own way. They're kind of like just doing it as the ones they're actually inspired by. I feel like in a track like Peace of Mind, well, you hear the inspirational from My Way, but it feels like they still do it otherwise a lot in another way than that track. I mean, the screams aren't really like the screams in like Limp Bizkit
No.
or the regular singing isn't that. But and I can either like pinpoint like another band, a track that they sound instead of like that. I think the vocals are more like just to name something like, oh, the music sounds like Limp Bizkit, but he sings like Mark Hoppus from Blink-182. I feel like he basically just sings very regularly, and I think the screams are very good. But also like in the track Peace of Mind, it just ends on a very very high note. I mean, they just blast it out totally. It's so hard. Just I love that it goes down that hard, and it actually goes in then to the next track used to be, and that one just keeps on going. Like that's like more refuel, like more punk instead. The weird thing is we used to be, I can't really like either pinpoint at the same time with as with Peace of Mind it was Limp Bizkit, but in this case used to be sounds also like a riff from some form of punk band from the same era. Weirdly, like I think of Yellow Card, but like the early Yellow Card.
Yeah.
I'm unsure if it could be Yellow Card, but it's still kind of there. But that's also like a banger song, and that's when I like realized when I listened to it, like holy shit, these guys really know what they're doing, and yeah, obviously they are inspired by some legends in the game, but in one other way, I feel like they at least listen to it, do something with it, and just kind of put it in there, kind of like just I don't know, just hardcore or punk groove, or indie groove that they have, because they are pretty chill in a way too, and many songs are very slow, or not very slow, but a few of them are slower.
Yeah.
So definitely, I can definitely agree with that. It starts off very good on a high note, and it goes down, but I think there are a few songs here and there that they could have like taken away from the album to just narrow it down a bit, because even though it's like 12 songs and it's like 38 minutes, it gets a bit long for a band that isn't that famous or whatever.
Exactly.
But to me, like I definitely can enjoy the whole album without a problem, because I think it feels like they're still in some kind of way they still stay in the same realm all the time. Like that's the thing with the album. I feel like they're doing what they want to do, and they sound like them, even though their sound sounds like a lot of other stuff. So I'm really impressed by the whole album. Was there any other tracks that you found interesting?
Not necessarily. I think that this, as I said, the start of album. Also, if they would have put out an EP with the first songs, I think that would have been more my cup of tea, because then there would be like, let's say, 6 songs, half of the songs. I don't know if necessarily the first 6, at least the first 3, 4, let's say 4 songs are the ones that I maybe could think about listening to again. But after that, it gets like very much of the same thing, and you lose the screaming and you lose the everything. So that would have been enough for me to do it. And maybe next time, let me put it that way. So next time they put out an album, maybe they have thought about it some more and given us something else. Because the singer guy, I think that he can sing pretty good and scream pretty good, but he isn't utilized as much as you would hope. That he's just in the middle of his range, sort of.
Yeah.
And in the beginning parts, the Peace of Mind and Used to Be, you can hear it shine through that sort of voice that you know apparently he have, but you don't get that in the later parts. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, I definitely buy that.
So yeah, I would say that probably
kind of like his voice kind of like goes down in the middle of the music.
Yeah.
He doesn't get that powerful in some tracks
Exactly.
later in the album, and kind of just makes it like, I don't know, the voice is like the most important stuff, like every time with a band or an album.
Yeah,
like
if
so
it's a
many
bad singer, then it doesn't matter how good a band is.
Exactly. So I mean, I definitely agree with you there. Like, it feels like he has potential to be a lot better, and therefore, like, a few tracks feels like he kind of just disappears.
Yeah.
And that's just a bit sad that it goes down like that.
So yeah.
But otherwise, I would really recommend like a track like Death to Past Life.
Yeah.
Starts off slow, kicks in, really gets like a pop punk groove.
Yeah.
Guitar wise, with a lot of fast downstrokes, fast drums, a lot like Blink-182. So if you're into that stuff, that's the track on the album. And also like What You're Whispering, I think is also like starts off with a really cool drums, and just simple riff that explodes many times. It's just, yeah, it's kind of like a slower song that is pretty powerful, I think. So that's a favorite of mine too. But yeah, as I said, I like the album. I think it's like I'm hugely impressed by this band, what they can do, and I really like looking forward to what they can do the next time too, as you said. And hopefully maybe they can like end up here at some point for some, I don't know, high five summer stuff or whatever.
Maybe
I'm gonna work it in.
Yeah.
Best and worst song, Andreas.
You can start.
I can start.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say Used to Be.
Best.
The best. For the energetic start and that cool ass scream. And I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna say let's just check it out here. Yeah, we were in on Chosen Brother. That was one of the worst songs on the album, actually.
Yeah.
One boring track.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted you to go first. Like we said in the beginning, that we have already recorded this part of the episode, or this episode, one time before, but it was a few days ago, so I don't quite remember everything I said. So when you said Chosen Brother, I had an inkling of it being that one that I didn't like. So yeah. But as you said, that one was the one I liked the least, and then Peace of Mind was the one I enjoyed. Yeah, the first song.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
And a rating, and I'm gonna go out with a big 8 for this Footballhead.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give it 4.
Yeah. Slice it down to half.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That was Footballhead.
It sounded like you said that was Poo Poo Head.
That was Poo Poo Head.
Yeah.
But check it out. Cool band. I think a lot of our listeners will think they are pretty good. Yeah. But yeah, definitely they won't like every track here. It's a mixed bag for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah.
But moving on to Foo Fighters and your favorite toy. And well, talking about a mixed bag, Andreas.
Yeah.
You want to start on this?
Let's just start with the song that's called Your Favorite Toy, exactly like the album.
Yeah.
This song is crap.
We're gonna open with the worst track on the album.
Yeah, exactly. I have no idea why they call the album this, and I have no idea why they released this song.
It's
so
so
bad.
terrible.
It's so bad.
It's so terrible. And yeah,
I like that we're agreeing on something.
yeah, I love that we're agreeing so hard on this one that like a Foo Fighters track that is so bad. I mean, like we can actually go like a bit crisscross from our point of views on some tracks with Foo Fighters. We can have different opinions there. But your favorite toy is actually one of the worst.
Yeah, and I think that the songs that I hold near and dear to my heart, you're like, yeah, it's okay, probably.
Yeah.
And some of your favorites, I'd be like, yeah, I get the thing, but it's not quite for me. So I think it's funny that we can agree on the low point.
Yeah. And obviously, and I have a thing about like the worst track on the album. Sometimes gets to be the album title. You and me agreed also on Rise Against Ricochet to be the worst track on that album.
But I would much rather listen to that one than this one.
To be fucking honest, I would probably listen to Ricochet before this too. Because
that says more about you than me, because I like Rise Against a lot more than you do.
Yeah.
So
yeah, of course.
So for you to say it, it's more of a thing than me saying it.
Yeah. But Ricochet was just bad. But this is just like horrendous.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I put Ricochet on my like top 3 worst songs.
Yeah.
Mainly because it was a thing with the album title track thing that felt like, why did they do this?
Yeah.
And I was just so disappointed with them for that track. That was just so boring, but at the same time, if they wanted to do that in a way, they, I guess, did it right, but it was just so bad.
Yeah.
This one, like, even though if they say, we wanted to do this, I'm still gonna say, like, well, you shouldn't have done that, because this is absolutely shit.
Yeah. This album feels like it's not thought of all the way through. It isn't complete because they haven't they haven't killed any of their darlings, and it isn't complete. I think that you could probably make some decent songs out of the bad songs on this album if you just worked on them a little bit more. But not in this state.
Nope.
So I don't know if they had a release window that they couldn't break or something, or if they're happy, like if they give themselves 10 out of 10 on this album, then I wonder what's wrong with their ears.
Yeah.
But
it also feels like with Dave Grohl's thing going on with, like, he was cheating on his wife, and like that bad that he's actually having a kid with another woman, but they seems to be still like in a relationship and everything. They seems to work things out, but he will still have that kid and everything, and that problem. And then we have the shipping of Jon Fries, the drummer. But that was probably not like super bad for them. Like that was just like he had to quit. Like they fired him, but that wasn't a good firing. But
that was weird. Also,
that was weird. Really
weird. They said that we're going different ways creatively and everything, and that got my hopes up on, like, maybe they wanted to try something completely different, but it's more of the same. He could have played these kind of parts.
Yeah, for sure.
And I have really no idea why they worded it like that. I think that's just something they say, but they sounded genuine. And when he has talked about it, he could be salty and be like, yeah, fuck those guys. And I tried to do this thing and everything. And he was like, yeah, I wanted to go in one direction and they wanted to go in another direction. So, and this is more of the same direction. The sort of bland part of almost every album
Mm.
that they have, they mixed into one.
Mm.
So it's a good start on the album. Con Echo.
Mm.
It's not great. It's good.
You know that I like that a lot.
Yeah, I know. You're a bit more enthusiastic than me.
Yeah.
But I can give you that. Yeah, it's one of the better ones on this album. But that isn't saying much.
Yeah.
So this is a hard album to talk about, and like we've talked about a lot. I think even in some podcasts before, some episodes before, that the Foo Fighters are a hit or miss band, and not as this album was good, that album was bad. It's always that sort of, this song on that album was good and this song on that same album was bad. So what is it you used to say, that there isn't one complete album that you like?
Yeah, exactly.
Which I agree on.
Yeah.
But
it's a cool phenomena with like a band like Foo Fighters that are so respected, and the thing with Dave Grohl, like, and both of us love like Foo Fighters in general and Dave Grohl. So I mean, we're no haters on that one, but I just like that we found something there that is kind of funny, that like a band like them is like, they haven't never put out a whole album that was actually just fire straight through. No. Like if you say like Dave Grohl was the drummer of Nirvana, and when they put out Nevermind, I would say like tons of people would say that's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has to at least agree on that because it's a super album.
Yeah.
And all that, even though you don't like it. But Foo Fighters has never put out a full album that was like
that sort of
barely like 9 out of 10, or maybe not even 8. Obviously, I have like a clear favorite with Wasting Light that I think is the most complete, cohesive album in total, because they don't fuck around too much with the sound.
Yeah.
So to me, that's probably the album that maybe is at least an 8 for me. So maybe that sounds a bit hypocritical.
Hypocritical.
That's hard to pronounce.
Yeah.
Anyway, of me.
Yeah.
Because I would probably give that like an 8, but I think there are still tracks on that album that are not really good, or maybe not terrible, but there are tracks that are worse. And I don't know, it just feels like with Foo Fighters, it feels like they always need to do different stuff on every album. They can't really keep it that clean and cohesive as other bands do, or whatever. Like, even though they are like a band that do actually like generally like very classic rock or hard rock, or earlier days they did like more punk, but still it's like they have some kind of thing, or at least Dave Grohl has something that he needs to try stuff on every album.
Yeah.
And you might even say that like he has taken Foo Fighters so far nowadays that it isn't just like, it isn't the band Foo Fighters. As we know, it is his band, but it is like, if he want to do something, if he want to do a ballad, they're gonna do a ballad.
Yeah.
It's basically like with Billy Joe Armstrong in Green Day too. I mean, like, even though that band has been the same all the time,
yeah,
but it feels also like that Billy Joe Armstrong still has like the majority of votes, that but if he wants to do like, this track has to be on the album, we're gonna have it on the album.
Yeah, but I think in the case of Green Day, I don't think that they have been that sort of, we are two against one and it doesn't matter because fuck you, I'm the fucking lead singer. No. He can say it out loud, but I don't think that they have actually argued in that sort of way that lasted that long. But in Foo Fighters, there are like 40 people in that band. Yeah, there's so many. 7, 8 guys.
Yeah.
They keep on saying that, yeah, we keep on bringing in guys and not firing any of them. But obviously
some get fired.
Yeah. But That's not part of the joke. Yeah,
No,
of course,
no.
of course.
Yeah.
But even if you put it into democracy, where like the 6 guys are like, let's try this one, and Dave Grohl is the one guy, and he was like, yeah, but it's my band, so nope.
Exactly.
And I think that's part of why this doesn't work. He needs someone to rein him in a bit. He needs to have someone who can take him down to earth, I think, when he gets too out of his way, sort of thing. Because I think that the songs that works the best for me are the ones that are more straight up songs, either rock songs or even ballads. But it's a regular, nice old-fashioned ballad. You don't need to do all that fluff and stuff around it.
I agree.
And I think that he wants to experiment, and it doesn't work. So yeah.
Yeah, because as you know, as I said, also like Wasting Light is one of my favorites, and I do feel like there are a few songs here that at least give me the feelings of Wasting Light, more of the Walk anthem and and some other, like Caught in the Echo feels straight off that album.
Yeah.
If You Only Knew has the same feeling. What do you got else? Amen Caveman, maybe. Of All People, also probably. And as we said, Asking for a Friend gets kind of like what's it called, the Gold album,
Concrete and Gold
vibe to it. But I think Child Actor also pretty cool in its way, but
I really like Child Actor.
I think it's okay, and it works, but and also like Window I think has some form of like, I really feel like a light version of I Wanna Be Your Dog with the Stooges, if you feel the rhythm.
I can get it on my mind, so I'm sorry.
But still, that doesn't make it like a good song. But I feel like Window, Your Favorite Toy, Spitshine, Unconditional, probably a bit Child Actor also. Even though like Child Actor works, I gotta give it to that. It is a fine song, but
Child Actor is for me a experiment that worked. That
Yeah,
he
but-
wanted to try something a bit different, and it actually worked. So that's, I have to give him props for that.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly.
And I remember that song, and also because it's a weird sort of title. He sings it, so it's not one of those just random things, but you remember that thing. And I have to criticize Amen Caveman, because you get that sort of rhyming thing that isn't quite rhyming.
Doesn't work.
But you want it to work, and it's sort of that dad joke thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Amen, Caveman.
Yeah,
you make it twang so it works, and then it doesn't work for me.
I do the list again. Window, Your Favorite Toy, Spitshine, Unconditional, I think, Amen Caveman, and a bit of Child Actor. But I gotta give the props to that. It kind of works. But that would be even better if that was like maybe one of the only tracks that did something a bit weird.
Yeah.
But those tracks are the most weird. Like, we're trying out stuff. We're feeling like we're trying to be high or something. We're just trying to be kind of strange in our like writing and the performance, and it's just really, really bad vibe on all those tracks.
Yeah.
Even though some of them are a bit more aggressive or so, but still very strange.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think the other tracks are really good. But there aren't a lot of tracks that are good on this one.
No. So, Asking for a Friend, we talked about that one, right?
Yeah. No, we never did, because it came during last summer.
Exactly, yeah.
We missed it.
But that is the big song on this album. And spoiler alert, it will be the one that I pick as my favorite on this album. And it's hard not for me because, as we talked about, it's not a big pool to choose from. And that is a catchy song. So that is the one that is like Foo Fighters. That's the one they sort of draw it in, like, yeah, look, it's Foo Fighters. And you'd be like, yeah, this is interesting.
Yeah.
And then as you going further, so I think they also try to fool you to listen to that whole album. Like, do you remember that great song that we released, the single? Yeah. Just wait and you will hear it. And you wait and you wait and you wait, and it's the last song.
but it's also like, I don't know. We never really talked about it like off the podcast too about this track that much, but I think like when this one came, it didn't really get that much airtime, or
no, it has gotten it now.
Yeah, I know now it has,
Yeah.
but it didn't really get that much then.
No.
And not that many people even talked about it. I mean, obviously people talk about Foo Fighters and if they drop a track, but I mean, it didn't really blow up in any way that they were back and they did something like a slow burning explosive track.
Yeah.
Like no one talked about it, but it feels like
you don't talk about. Oh, sorry.
sorry,
Foo Fighters song.
sorry. But so like when it came, it was like, yeah, this is all right, but they can do better.
Yeah.
And now it feels like when you listen to the album, it's like, oh, give me that track.
Yeah.
It's so good, but it isn't necessarily the best, but it definitely has grown.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to
them. And it's the one that I can still sing. If I'm just prompted to sing a Foo Fighters song, it's one that comes to mind. If I'm not going back to like the really old stuff.
Yeah.
But if you're saying like, yeah, sing a recent Foo Fighters song, that will be one that I get to, and it's catchy. And
I just like that. The feeling of the track, that it's just so, as I said, slow burning. It feels like you're firing up like an what's it called, like a fire.
A fire pit.
A fire pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A fire.
Fire. But
I don't know where you're going, but I'm guessing.
Yeah, but it just feels like you're lighting it up, and just it starts to like, you see the fire rising, and then when you come to like the big breakdown and the absolute ending, that is just like cutting loose and just being totally heavy. It just feels like, oh, so fucking nice, and then the flames are just burning up. Like it's just so cool, actually. But I didn't really appreciate it when it came.
No,
didn't understood it then, and now we do.
The funny thing about this album is also we've talked about, because Foo Fighters is playing at Strawberry, is it right?
Yeah, exactly.
On that fucking arena, I hate it.
Yeah.
But still, they're playing
in the summer.
Strawberry in the summer, yeah. And we thought, I at least were thinking about going.
Yeah.
It's a bit too pricey, but maybe. But when this album was released and I listened to it, I was like, maybe I don't have to go. Because the weeks leading up to it, as you know, Anton, I've been more like pepping up to it and be like, yeah, maybe we should go see them. Yeah. I was like listening to a lot of old songs and the songs that that they will play live, and be like, oh, that would be cool if they played this one, and maybe I have to get tickets just because and everything. And then this album came, and I was like, maybe not.
Was I wrong?
Because what if we get there and they'll be like, yeah, we're going to play our latest album, and then you get 3 songs as an encore.
Exactly.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, that wouldn't be great.
I don't think that they would do it, but
no.
You still probably will get like 4 songs from this album, and it's too much.
But still, as we always say, then I gotta give it to either way. Like even how bad the album is, or I'm not gonna give it that bad of a rating, because I think it's like it works to listen to. I mean, it could actually be a lot worse, but like we're obviously digging at it. But I mean, we want bands to play their new album when they're on a tour. So if they would play 4 tracks of this album, I don't know. I think it still would be cool because I want them to play the new stuff. I don't want them to just play 2 tracks and just move on, like to be that band. I mean, but even like a band like Foo Fighters, as we said, they maybe don't have like a million tracks that are amazing.
Yeah.
But at least they have like 30 tracks that are hits.
Well, I'm quite the opposite when it comes to Foo Fighters, because I want to see only the hits. Maybe one song of mine that is sort of an off the beaten track thing, but I can live without it. But if I wanted to see them, I would want to only know deep cuts. No, this is a song that we did for that promotion thing one time. No, I want Pretender, and I want Monkey Wrench, and I want Learning to Fly.
Yeah, I agree on that. I mean, it's that kind of band, but still, if they do like an album cycle, I want them to do it. But if it would be like a festival, I could definitely buy that they would try to slice it up in a different way.
Because it's not like Architects.
No.
Where I would have been glad if they played the latest album, like from the start to the finish.
Yeah.
And then I would have been done. So this is quite the opposite.
Yeah. But also then, like, Architects obviously have hits from before, but they obviously also
they're
hit
not that's
with
quite
their
as big.
best album yet.
Yeah, exactly.
With this album, like, obviously we like it, so, but I think the most people would say that this is the best album they've ever put out.
And also, if we keep on going in my sort of direction with Silverstein.
Oh, yeah.
The latest 2-parter album thing.
Yeah.
So if they were been like, let's play In Bloom and Pink Moon, and here's My Heroine, and now we're done. And I would be like, that was the greatest night ever, thank you.
But what if Silverstein played like 2 tracks or 3 tracks from both of those albums and just played old stuff? Then you would be really disappointed.
Yeah.
Exactly, that's my point.
But
I don't think people do like this album though, but
the thing is that this album is, I think, the worst album that they have put out yet. Maybe the last one, the white one. I don't think I can name one song from that album. But if
maybe But Here We Are, or if it was called that.
Sure. But or if you go to Silverstein, those are the best 2 albums, or Architects. That's the best album that they've done so far. So if this was the best album, then I would be sad if they didn't play. But this isn't the best album, so that's why I'm saying that it's one sort of that thing where undantaget bekräftar regeln. Yeah. To put it in Swedish. So this is the exception that that confirms the rule.
Confirms the rule. I was thinking about it.
It's getting late, so my brain isn't all there. But so this album, and it isn't an exception, because as we said, they haven't put out a complete masterpiece album, and not even masterpiece, not even a 10 out of 10, not even a 8 out of 10 in my view. They put out 10 out of 10 songs, sure.
Exactly.
And you could fill like 3 albums worth of 10 out of 10 songs, but they've been spread out.
So therefore, that makes it more clear for your sake with the, like, if you want a set list with them, they will bring out a good fucking set list.
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
Probably like 9 or 10 out of 10 with bangers, but not a whole album.
But I think if we're looking on the promotional material for this tour, it's focused on this album. So that gets me a bit scared. Yeah. But I still want to go. Yeah. So maybe I will get some tickets. But I'm not as stoked as I was a couple of weeks ago.
No, I can see that. But also the prospect
of seeing them.
Also, like, I think, as you also said, the white one, the last album, was probably worse altogether. But I think I just appreciate or like this album a bit more than especially that one, because this one just feels like old school. It feels rock. It feels like they're trying to at least sound more old.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Just that's the appreciation with the album.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I can't listen to the album. Probably through it all, but yeah, there are tracks here that aren't great.
No.
Aren't great.
And I don't think I will be listening to this album. I will be listening to maybe a couple of songs, but not the entire album.
No,
it's too hard.
Yeah,
that's your favorite Toy song. Damn, it's bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. We know that that's our worst song. We can say that together.
Yeah.
My best song. We actually know your one too, and you can probably guess mine. But mine is "Caught in the Echo," and also, like, I don't know, I get some kind of flashback to like some of the older tracks with the drums, because I don't know if it's like the snares, but if you can like imagine how the track goes, and just like the chorus is like got caught in the echo again.
Yeah.
I love that. That feels like when they did the right stuff to me.
Yeah.
So like I love that with that track.
Yeah.
And your favorite is
Asking for a Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banger.
Bangerang.
Bangerang. And what's your rating on this bad boy?
I give it a 4.
Ooh, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad.
The bad songs outweigh the good ones, so
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah.
I was thinking of being nice here with a 6, but
you don't have to give one of the biggest rock bands ever. You don't have to be nice to them.
No, but it's so weird, because in a way I don't have a problem with the album, but also in the same way
you still have a problem with it.
I hate the album.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so strange, but it's like so double-edged.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That was that.
That was that.
And we're wrapping up this little thingy with Footballhead and Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
As usual, follow us on Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube. There will be fun content on especially YouTube, but also on Spotify, of course.
Yeah. So I was just going to say, throw out a Foo Fighters song that people should listen to.
Oh,
just one song.
Then I'm gonna say, no, but fuck, you do that first. I wanna give an old track. No, fuck, I'm gonna say Rope.
You say Rope.
I say Rope.
I say Let It Die.
Oh.
And you know why? Because it keeps on going.
Yeah, it keeps on going.
It's on that list. It's on that list. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And I say Rope because it's a killer breakdown, but otherwise the track is like a 7 out of 10, but the breakdown like carries it.
It's an 11.
It's an 11
for you, yeah.
For a breakdown.
Yeah. So
just imagine when you listen to that track, then imagine Taylor Hawkins and Dave Grohl just like fucking go at each other in that breakdown. That's magical.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is the episode, and just to tease framåt. So this one will be out probably Tuesday, and on hopefully Thursday there will be a we think 2-parter out. Probably a very self-deception esque episode or 2 episodes. We don't know yet, but you get it.
Yeah.
And we will have that, we can promise. We will have an interview with Andreas Clark of Self-Deception, the lead singer. So if you're curious about that one, then please listen to the next episode on Spotify, or watch it on YouTube.
Yeah.
because hopefully we can make the sound and the picture and everything moving.
Yeah. We're
But
gonna build it right after this.
yeah, so
It will be very interesting to see how it works out. But
yeah,
I am very like, I don't know, just I wanted to say cautious, but I'm not cautious.
we hope that it will work, but yeah,
Yeah,
that
so.
that would be the next, we think, 2 albums. No, it's not albums, it's episodes.
Yeah.
Of alladesmasakerna.
It was a really good talk anyway with Andreas, so I think the interview will be great. So check it out.
But until next time, bye.
Bye.